Now you listen here, Falcons. I might not have wanted you to win, but I have a feeling you're going to beat the Eagles next week. And if you do, and the Vikings are still around, beat them. Please.
I think we can run the table. I really do.
Giants looking for a stop. They're going to air it out. Rodgers does this better than anybody. End zone, Cobb, touchdown! Unbelievable! This to send the Packers into the NFC Championship game. It is good! The Packers are moving on. Aaron Rodgers has done it again.
Grassy Posse Packer Nation, welcome to another episode of Packcast, the podcast where not to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I am your host, Tom Grassi, and man, well, for the wild card weekend, it's not good for the home teams, at least for the first set of games, as the Falcons have defeated the LA Rams 26-13. Now, that makes me 0-2 for my predictions right now, but this was one of those games that I thought could lean in the Falcons' direction considering their offense, and the Rams really just weren't getting it done. They only scored 3 points in the second half, and their offense was very, very stagnant. They had 2 killer turnovers in the first half, and they just weren't able to get it going. In the first quarter, you had 2 fumbles on special teams, and then you also had the Falcons scoring 6-0. Freeman getting another touchdown. It's 13-0. It seemed like both teams switched in that the Falcons, who haven't been playing very well this season, they looked like they were back in form from last year, and the Rams were also playing like they were last year, in which they sucked. Todd Gurley got it going a little bit, but wasn't able really to capitalize on anything. The big thing that happened in the first half for the Rams is Kupp got that wonderful TD pass from Goff, about 2:32 left in the first half to bring it to 13-7. You had a great catch by Woods. Then you had a series of holding penalties. You had like an hour and a half review on if it was a catch or it was a no catch. And then it went to 13-10 before the half. And then the Rams wouldn't be able to do anything after that. A series of field goals. And of course, the Julio Jones touchdown. Matt Ryan, 21 for 30, 218 yards and a touchdown. Devontae Freeman was 18 for 66 with a touchdown. And then Julio Jones had that one TD and went 9 for 94. So overall, a pretty lopsided game. I didn't count the Rams out after the first half like I did with the Titans, but the Falcons really got it done. Their defense was able to step up, and Matt Ryan looked like the old Matt Ryan there. So now, with the Rams falling to the wayside, the Falcons being the number 6 seed, they will face the Eagles next week, who are the number 1 seed. I have a feeling the Falcons should win. I mean, if you had Carson Wentz in the helm for the Eagles, I think that the Eagles had a very good chance of going to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, they lost him due to injury, and so I just don't trust Nick Foles in any way, shape, or form. I still think they have a pretty good defense. Their offense is not bad in any way, shape, or form, but that team is completely different without Carson Wentz, and they are not the number 1 seed that they would have been with him. And so with that being said, I see the Falcons going to the NFC Championship, where they will either face the Saints or they will face the Minnesota Vikings, in my opinion, unless the Panthers are able to pull out a win tomorrow. But either way, whoever wins, please God, just beat the Vikings. I won't be able to take it. But tomorrow, I see the Saints winning, and then the Saints going to Minneapolis and hopefully breaking their hearts. This is not bitterness. This is just pure desperation. Please, God, somebody beat this team, because I won't be able to tolerate an entire year or lifetime if the Vikings go to the Super Bowl and win. So I just can't do that. But Rams fans, sorry. I mean, your team, they looked great when they were for the majority of the year. I mean, Jared Goff played pretty well. Todd Gurley is a monster. I think you guys are only going up. But the Falcons, a little bit more experience here. They were able to pull out the win. But you guys happy about this? kind of meh about this? Do you think that the Eagles are going to be able to beat the Falcons? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Not as an exciting game. The second half really kind of killed it for me, but other than that, not too bad. You can always find me at TomGrassiComedy.com, TomGrossI Comedy, or Tom Grassi Comedy on the Twitters. Check out Packcast, Packast, which is this podcast. We do multiple episodes per week during the regular season or when the Packers play. We interview fans from the opposing teams, so check that out. We're on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, etc. So thank you so much for watching. Just turned midnight. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin, so I'm going to get some sleep. I'm Tom Grassi. And as always, go Pack Go.